Yo, y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's BFF. It's Black effing Fathers. And it's BFF You already know. Back here to keep you tapped in what's going on with us, the Black effing Father. I'm also keeping you tapped in with me, BFF and what's going on in my life. Things I, navigate through as a black male and a Black effing Father. Please, if you're new to my content, please first, in this order, like, subscribe, and share. Please, like, subscribe, and share my content. BFF, Black effing Fathers. We do exist, and that's what I'm here for, to let people know we exist, man. I report content on things that relate to us. And right now, trending, if you don't know about it, now you know. Rodney Hinton Jr. Rodney Hinton Jr. is a 38-year-old black male, black father, black family man whose son was tragically murdered by police. Rodney Hinton Jr. also took it into his hands, and he actually murdered a Deputy Henderson. I didn't get his full name, but Deputy Henderson was murdered by Mr. Hinton Jr. in a vehicular homicide. So Rodney Hinton Jr., just some quick notes on the situation. Rodney Hinton Jr.'s son, I think his name is Ryan. Let me check my notes. I want to say his name was Ryan. And yeah, Ryan Hinton. And Ryan, actually, all of this stuff happened in Cincinnati. So Ryan actually stole a car with his friends. He hopped out the vehicle when they were being chased by police. According to the body cam footage, I got some pictures and stuff, and I watched the video. Ryan jumped out of the car. Allegedly, he had a weapon. They say that it was a gun recovered from the scene. So now there's different reports from the police. You have a report from a police officer saying that they heard metal clanking hitting the floor in the area where where Ryan came running out of, and it was actually, he came running out from behind like dumpsters, big dumpsters. They said they heard metal hit the floor. So that would indicate to me that if he did have a weapon, it was on the ground, that he wasn't armed anymore. But Ryan was tragically shot in the back 3 times, which wound up leading to him being unalived. There is body cam footage from the cop who unalived him. I'm not sure on that officer's name. I'll get more information on that. But yeah, he stole a car with some friends, wound up being chased by police, and he was gunned down. There wasn't a gun recovered from his person, but there was a gun recovered from the scene. So allegedly, they're trying to say it was his gun, it was Ryan's gun, and that's what pretty much led to the officer discharging his weapon. All right, let's dive into that. It's body cam footage, and I'll post it, the information that I have, that he was unarmed, and the placement of Ryan's body that I'll show. All you see is his back. So as an officer, I'm still confused to how you thought this kid was a threat if all you saw was his back. No weapon pointed at you, no weapon pointing down to the ground, no weapon visible at all. But he still was deemed a threat, and you shot him in the back. That's one. Now we're gonna go into Rodney. Rodney is, like I said, 38-year-old black male. He's a family man. I had to dive deep and get some information about Rodney. Rodney actually has mental health issues. Like, he has a history of mental health issues, and Rodney also does not have the best behavioral pedigree, so to say. So Rodney also has legal charges, to where I think he had aggravated assault charges, and he had some type of aggravated menacing charges or something like that. So, I mean, everybody has their past. I'm definitely not trying to give this dude a pass. I'm just saying it's gonna pretty much congeal together to what to what I'm going to say once I get into this whole situation about what happened to his son. But like I said, yeah, nobody's perfect. Rodney had a history. He also has a history of mental illness. So now with that being said, his son is murdered, and his son is murdered by police. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the best relationship with police after me just telling you his pedigree. So now his son is unalived by police, and he has to come in at 9 a.m. to a police station to watch the body cam footage of his son being murdered. As a father, I don't know how I can even prepare myself to watch the murder of my kid. That's just me. So now Mr. Hinton, he watched the murder of his son, and while watching the murder of his son, he became very irate. He wasn't able to stand there and finish watching the video to where he wound up leaving. So if the timelines that they gave was he got there at 9, he got frustrated and wound up leaving somewhere around 10:30. He couldn't drive. He wasn't able to drive himself because he was so irate, and he was unable to, he just wasn't able to function. So he was driven home by family members. Somewhere, once he got home, family members lost their eye on Rodney. Rodney jumped back into a vehicle, and he actually came back down to the police station. They have him on tape, like surveillance tape from the police station, showing him pulling into the parking lot, circling a couple of times, going in and out. And he looked like they try to say like if he was casing the joint. Now, mind you, this is a guy who just watched the murder of his son by a police officer. So I'm pretty sure he's definitely not in his right mind. And let's also take into consideration that this guy has mental health issues. So who knows what was going on in that guy's mind? Like only God and Rodney knows. But I didn't know that. I wasn't sure, and I'm still not sure, if Officer Henderson, who was stationed at some type of corner, he was doing like traffic duty or something like that, and Rodney wind up, he kind of like lined them up. He waited for they said about maybe 20 seconds before he actually wound up revving the gas and running into Deputy Henderson. And like I said, I'm not condoning Deputy Henderson's death. I don't know what he had to do with Ryan's death. It's crazy, you know what I mean? I want to give my condolences for the Henderson family, for the deputy's family. I definitely want to do that. But yeah, this is a serious situation, because here it is. A dad had to watch his son be killed by police, and he's already not in the best mental health. Those are some crazy emotions that I have to deal with as a man, and as an mentally unstable man. I'm pretty sure that shit was catastrophic to him. So he only can act in the way that he acted. Unfortunately, it led to unaliving Deputy Henderson. And like I said, I'm going to do more research to find out if Deputy Henderson had anything to do with Ryan's situation, with his case, with him being unalived, anything. I'm not sure of the officer's name that actually did the shooting. I will have that for you also in my next video. But yeah, this is a very sad situation. Like, we got I kept you guys informed about my man Carmelo Anthony. He's dealing with his situation, but he's free now, fighting his case from the outside. And then now we have this. Like, we have, and I want to be honest, like, the guy Rodney, like I said, his pedigree wasn't the cleanest, you know what I'm saying? And we as fathers, we try, like, you know what I mean? Like, we try to steer our sons, our children, daughters, we try to steer our family, period, into the positive direction to where they are, you know what I mean, positive people in society. And sometimes, like, especially in these times, it's different, you know what I mean? Like, this whole time is different. Kids are different. Everything's different. They're being led by a whole bunch of social media dreamed, like, people, like, kids are killing each other on film. Like, they're killing each other on Snapchat, TikTok, shit like that. Like, That shit is becoming cool. And America is really desensitized right now. Like, that's crazy. Like, nobody has no emotion. And it's included me. Like, I grew up in a harsh place, but now that I'm older, I start to see shit differently because I don't want my kids to go through certain things. But yeah, America's fucked. Like, you know what I mean? We really got to start caring about each other more, especially people with children, you know, like, because now that mentality is rubbing off on these kids, and these kids are out here killing each other. Like, they're out here killing each other. They're out here doing stupid shit. They're following their friends. If their friends say, yo, let's go steal a car, they'll go steal a car. Next thing you know, you forgot that you're going to get chased. Like, you forgot the police are going to get involved in the situation. Like, GTA is a video game. Like, these kids try to make GTA. I see a lot of stuff online now. Like, kids running from cops, stealing cars. Like, it's crazy. Like, your life is not worth a couple of likes, man. I'm on YouTube all the time. I got a whole channel. In my life, I would not risk my life for a like. You better believe that. Like, I would never risk my life for a like or a sub or anything else. But yeah, I just had to let y'all know about my man Rodney Hinton Jr. and his situation right now. He was also, what made it interesting to me is that if you check out and you do some research yourself, you'll probably see pictures of this guy at court or at trial. He's standing there and there's like 30 cops or 30 deputies in that courtroom. They did that that was a tactic of intimidation towards Rodney. And he went in there like a G. Like, he looked every cop that looked at him, or every deputy that looked at him, he looked them directly in the eye. I'm pretty sure he said, fuck you. Like, I would have did the same thing if I was in that state of mind. But the fact that what bothers me is the fact that that was cool. You know what I mean? That was deemed cool by the courts. Like, yeah, we're going to have 30 cops coming here to intimidate this guy because he killed a cop, because he killed a deputy, or we're gonna have 30 deputies coming here to intimidate this guy. But what about when cops kill regular kids or kill family members? Do you let 30 family members come into that courtroom to intimidate the cop that murdered their family? Like, that's just crazy. What's acceptable? You know what I mean? When the shoe's on the other foot. But like I said, we got mayonnaise in office right now. Who knows what's going to happen with that fucking clown nose dude in the office? This shit is just crazy. This shit is just crazy. But yeah, man, Rodney Hinton, we're going to label you militant dad, bro. Like, in BFF, we got labels. You know what I'm saying? You got girl dads. You got sports dads. You know what I'm saying? You got guys who just have sons. I'm a son dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm a boy dad. Whatever your label is, I definitely could put that on a shirt for you. You know what I mean? Don't forget about the merchandise. But as far as Rodney, we labeling you, bro, militant dad, because that boy had to have a militant mind to sit there and be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just throw everything away. Because mind you, you got your family that's out, like your family that's alive, the one that you should be taking care of right now instead of you fighting your case. So like I said, I don't agree with what he did. I understand what he did. Like, his actions are understandable. It's not agreeable, it's understandable. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got 2 sons. I got 2 sons, 2 daughters. Somebody was to give them a cold, I'll be ready to choke life out them. So imagine like a cop, like, and I wouldn't, like I said, like you try to raise your kids righteously, and you would hope that they would go down the right paths and become productive people in the world. But sometimes, you know, shit happens. People can become victims of their environment. Like, and that could be one of the situations. Like, his friends just weren't the best friends to have, and that wound up leading to the situation he wound up finding himself in. So, like I said, man, sad, but understandable on my man Rodney Hinton's side, my man Militant Dad. Yeah, I just wanted to get with y'all real quick, give y'all that information. Please, yo, I gotta go live. I want to start engaging more, get more content out there, and you know, start getting to know more people. I know there's more people out there that's feeling like more black effing fathers out there that, you know, they want to get their point across. Yo, I'm having anybody on my platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got something worth listening to and it's relevant to my platform, you got something to say as a black effing father, please, bro, just in the comments, subscribe, like, subscribe, all that. Then leave me some comments. Let me know who you are so we can start chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I really need I really need to have more people's aspects and opinions other than my own. You know what I mean? I don't want y'all just listening to me all day. I'm a handsome dude, but I know other people with great advice, you know what I'm saying? Great father advice, and other people who got testimony that you'll definitely, you'll be jacking, you know what I'm saying? So again, please like, share, and subscribe, and check out all my content. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got everything. I'm a black father, so I'm gonna be talking about black father stuff. Shout out to everybody. I just reached 80. I think I'm at 83 subs. So you already know I'm trying to get to 100. I'm trying to throw 100 sub party. So please, if you're new, like I said, please subscribe. Everybody else who is a subscriber, you already know what it is. I rock with y'all heavy. Y'all heavy. Merchandise, please DM me. I gotta put the information up. Please donate. You already know the movement, Black effing Fathers, man. The Cash App will be posted. I will appreciate all donations that go to all apparel, so that way we can make stuff so we can get this brand out here. Even if you're not buying it, if I like you, you may get a free shirt. You may be able to win a free shirt. So you know what I mean? Donations are always welcome. You already know, always. But let me get up out of here because the sun is going down and I gotta eat my food. Yo, this is BFF LB, man. You already know, Black effing Fathers. I'll definitely be back, and y'all stay up.